becoming more prominent. The newest victims, as we're learning, are people looking for apartments to rent here. And KRON4's Rob Nesbitt was one of them, and he joins us now live. Rob, I'm sorry this happened.
Yeah.
It seems like a really annoying hassle to have to go through, and we'll get into all the details, but you were just trying to get a better deal on an apartment, just move
I did.
in the city?
I found a very good deal, too good to be true, you could say, on TikTok. So that was the app. A video came up on my algorithm, and I liked it. It was a one-bedroom, so I reached out, and I got a response, and then about a week later, I had $2,000 taken out of my checking account in fraudulent charges. So what's the in-between here? Well, this is the apartment I went to look at Franklin Street in San Francisco. That's real video that I took.
Okay. It's like near Union, right?
Exactly. And that's video on TikTok of the same building and the apartment for rent. I liked the looks of it, so I reached out. Someone got back to me saying, good news, the apartment's available. So I filled out an application fee and paid the application fee $280, sent a Zelle payment, and then the following day, that's when I went on my checking account and I saw $300, $400, basically taken out one at a time, just over $2,000 in total within, you know, hours of each other.
For people who might not, Zelle is like the Bank of America method of just
legit.
transferring cash.
Okay.
Yeah, I use it all the time. Like I get a haircut, pay through Zelle. It's supposed to be like a secure form of payment, so I didn't think anything wrong with that. Wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you found out otherwise. So what did you find out about the person who you sent the money to or who took your money? His name was Nick?
The name Nick Abraham, and so I reached out. There was a picture of him, email, phone number. I emailed the person who said they were Nick Abraham, the realtor from a company called Compass, which is a legit real estate company. And it was not the real person, unfortunately, but I didn't realize at the time. I got emails back saying it's available. I reached out to this person named Nick. And then when I saw the fraudulent charges, of course, after going through the application fee, I did some digging and I found the real Nick Abraham. He's a real realtor. He works for Compass. He's in Southern California. I reached out to him and he says he gets up to 10 calls a day from people about this fake TikTok.
So we want to clarify, the real Nick Abraham is legit.
He is.
He didn't take your money.
He is.
He didn't know anything about this until it blew up in his face.
Exactly.
So where did things go awry?
Well, I actually reached out to Nick, and I want to give a little soundbite that I have from him, because with talking with him, this is, you know, something that's impacting me and others, but it's also impacting him. Here's what he had to say.
I did have some people that went on there and thought that I was, you know, the person who's scamming, and they wrote negative reviews on my business profile for Google. Gave me a 1-star review. I've never even heard of these people before. And then I explained to them, luckily they were good people. They removed the review once they found out what happened. So it's negatively impacting my reputation and my business. But second of all, it's people out there who are being taken advantage of.
Wow.
Right, so poor guy as well, like the two of you are getting hosed here. So it sounds like a classic scam, but how's the AI element play a role here?
Right, so I received an email back after I put in my application fee and paid the money saying, good news, you've been approved for the apartment. And that's when I got a little iffy and suspicious, because they said you can move in on February 15th and you can come look at the apartment on February 10th. And I said, that doesn't really sound right. So I reached out and they called me, the fake Nick Abraham, and I had a whole conversation with this fake person. And it was clearly like the answers were kind of like auto-generated. They kept saying, answer the email. You can answer me on email. And then when I found the real Nick Abraham, the same voice. So they are using AI to generate his voice. He thinks probably from his voicemail, because he doesn't post a lot of videos online.
So they stole his voice to use when they have conversations with real people about getting the apartment.
So when people like me call, they get the actual voice of the actual Nick.
That's creepy.
Super creepy. So exactly, any idea how they were able to create this sort of matrix and how they were able to steal your money?
Well, I reached out to an AI scam expert, essentially, about these types of cases. He works in cybersecurity, and he says they can do a lot with very little. That these are not, this is not one person at home. They're called scam farms. They're commonly in places like Western Africa, the Middle East, and other countries. And he talked about how when they're doing these types of things, for me, it was maybe my email, my address, and those little things, and then the Zelle was really what tipped it off. And here's what that cybersecurity expert had to say to me earlier.
83% of the people that have been targeted the way that you do, 83% will be retargeted with a different scheme within the first 12 months. So ignoring the problem is just not enough here. We need to be able to face it and take action.
Wow. And you were just on TikTok scrolling and found this ad, and that's how all of this came to be?
It is, yeah.
So
yeah.
we're curious because we haven't heard of anything like this. You obviously haven't done anything like this.
News to me.
Yeah, we want to know if you have been the victim of a scam like this on social media. So weigh in, scan the QR code right there on your screen. Let us know. The poll's anonymous, so we're not going to ask for any personal info or anything. And we'll leave this up for a little because this is kind of scary.
It's totally scary, and look at it, we're already getting some answers. So Rob, the question is, how do you bust up these scam farms, and what does law enforcement do? I mean, is TikTok aware of this, and is there anything TikTok can do?
So I did file a police report, but the police will tell you, I went to San Francisco Police Department, that these fraud cases, they're piles high. So the chance of them finding the person doing it to you, slim to none. I'm fortunate where the bank at least was able to reverse the charges, so I'm probably going to get all my money back, which is good news, right?
Right.
But it's frustrating with TikTok. The real Nick Abraham reached out for weeks to try to get this TikTok taken down, and it wasn't going away. He said that several people were reporting it. The good news, I reached out to TikTok for my story, got a response at 4:38 p.m. from somebody saying, can you give me some more information? I told them the story about me that I just told you, and at 4:59 p.m., the account has been deleted. It is
Okay,
so this
so-
TikTok account.
Yes.
So finally, that's good, except likely how these things work, there'll be another one that
Right.
crops up.
That's the disappointing part, right? Is like the bad news is that it happens. The good news is that this one was taken down, but it took a reporter reaching out to talk about their own cases, saying that they're going to do a story on the news at 5 p.m. for it to be taken seriously. It seems like when the individual accounts and individual cases reach out, not a lot happens.
Okay, so as we're speaking, kind of interesting, we're getting people that are weighing in, and right now it seems to be 50-50 people who've been lucky enough not to have fallen victim, and then you've got quite a few folks here who, yeah, they got bit.
Well, and I'll say this, Rob, you know, Rob's a smart guy and he's on the younger side. So you really, you know, you worry about the elderly population getting these calls and wiring money, but this is sort of like a new age AI-fueled scam. So it's really scary. Hopefully this is kind of a cautionary tale and people might, you know, be, I guess, more skeptical of things that look legit.
And I get mad at myself because what did I miss? And I look back, hindsight's 2020, but I would say the biggest thing is pay attention to the details. You always hear about domains with emails to make sure they're official. For this, it was an email right in the bio where it just says email, and you click email, but it doesn't say the email address. And when I went back and looked at that actual email, the domain was not an official Compass email from that company. It was a Gmail account with the name Nick Abraham.
Okay, you saw some red flags, but that's in hindsight. Great story. I'm sorry this happened to you.
Me
Thank
too.
you for
Appreciate
sharing.
your sharing.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone else can learn from it, and the TikTok got deleted, so I'm pretty happy at the end of the day that something good came
It's
out.
kind of generous of you to share this with everybody.
My
All right.
vengeance.
But still, bottom line here, buyer beware. All right, we need to get to a break, but we'll be right back.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks,
We'll
Rob.
be back.